Hi, I'm Michelle from Muskegon Area District Library, and today I'm going to show you how to make our newest Take It, Make It craft kit, which is available at our branches. This kit is intended for teens and adults. It's called Tin Tape Art, and I'll show you what you have in your kit. You're going to get 3 strips of aluminum tape that is available to purchase if you decide you like this and want to do more. You can get it at Meijer or Menards, places like that have it with their duct tape. You also get a sheet of instructions, and you're going to get some shapes to work with and a backing. This is going to be the base of your project. It's a 5x7 board. And you're going to get one bigger shape and a couple smaller shapes, like 3 smaller shapes, and then you're going to get some little squares or rectangles, and you're also going to get a piece of mesh that you can use. I'm going to slide this over and show you how I've decided to do mine. This is the way I'm going to make mine. So I want my square to be off the page a little bit, so I'm going to make some cuts to that, but everything else is spaced out pretty much how I want it. So let me trim up the square. So now it's just going to fit right in the corner here. It's going to fit right in the corner, so it's going off the page. There we go. And then I'm going to take my duct tape and hold on to your paper clip that you have, because you might be able to use that later when you're making designs on the tape. You're going to cut your tape into strips of 1 inch to 5 inches, totally up to you the size. And then you need to peel off the backing, which is the most difficult part of this whole project. There we go. And use the tape to hold down your pieces. So I'm just going to catch 4 pieces with that 1 piece of tape. And when I put it on, I kind of rub it down into place a little bit. And then you're going to get another piece. And you're going to keep doing this until you have all your pieces secured. And then you'll keep going and fill up the whole board. So I'm going to secure this other piece here. Let me just get a few more pieces on here. So I've got all my pieces secured, so I can now lift it up, and I like to have the tape go over the edge so that I can roll it around the edge so that I know my whole base is covered. Let me just fold a couple pieces over there. Trim this. You can use any size tape you want. I used kind of bigger pieces this time, and as I go, I kind of smooth them into place. But now you need to fill up your entire board. So now my base is completely covered with aluminum tape, and all my pieces are all secured. If you'd like, you can add some texture by adding some small pieces kind of here and there with it. Then what you need to do next is take your craft stick that came in your bag too, and you're going to kind of run around the edges of all of the shapes just to make it so they kind of stand out a little bit better. You can do this with your finger a little bit, but it does help to have a sharper edge. And when you get to the mesh, if you use the mesh, you just kind of have to, it works a little better to rub it with your finger. There we go. Now all of the pieces are outlined. Whoops, not this one. There we go. Now they're all outlined. Now we're going to add texture to this by using some common household items. For example, a fork works really nice to make 4 straight lines or wavy lines if you choose. And pens and markers work really well to make circles. If you use the cap end, there's a smaller circle. This one is a little bit bigger. A regular marker you can use to make a circle like that, or you can do this top one, and it doesn't always get the whole circle, but it gets a lot of it. Other things you can use that you have around the house are toothpicks. You can use toothpicks to make little dots if you like, or you can use it to make lines. And I found too that spoons, if they have fancy edges, you can use them to make just a little design in your wherever you want to make it. Spatulas also can work to make straight lines if you want to try that too. You can really use anything you find around the house. The paper clip that was holding your aluminum tape together also works well to make dots or lines. Another thing that I found that works well to make a design is the cap from a water bottle. It just has an interesting shape to it, texture to it, that adds just some nice little touches to your artwork. So this is your finished artwork. It is ready to go into a frame if you're finished with it. But there is another step that you can add to it if you would like. If you have some black acrylic paint at home, you can use that to paint on it. You just cover the whole thing or wherever you want it to be antiqued. And then once you have everything you want covered in the paint, then you just rub it off with a paper towel. This is not a necessary step, but it does make it a little bit more interesting. Hopefully you'll be able to join us again for our August Take It, Make It craft kit. We'll have more for teens and adults and also some more for kids. Be sure to join us for our virtual programs that we'll have on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. Thank you.